cool and that we might have to revisit that.
And we're not stopping at success stories.
What happens when it doesn't go right? How do you cope with it?
Because wealth isn't just about money. It's about creating a life where you can thrive and help others do the same.
Listen to the Wealth Brain podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better. Your TV is.
Okay, real talk. We're all kind of hooked on our phones. It's full of shiny apps designed to keep your attention captive forever. But there's real life stuff to do other than scrolling, and I'm here to help. I'm Christina Quinn, the host of Try This, a podcast from the Washington Post. The show explores solutions for life's common problems. And this season, we're learning to tame the dopamine beast and reclaim our attention in this noisy and distracting world. So let's tame the beast together. Find Try This from the Washington Post wherever you listen.
It was pretty good. I see, you know what's interesting about that is that you took a serious movie and made it into a comedy. And that, I think, can work better for you, because what you're saying to the audience before they even get to the theater is, this isn't the thing you hold sacred. And so that is a large amount of charm and disarm. Where when you're remaking something people love, it's arms folded, you better kill it. And when you change it and people know beforehand, it's like, okay, this is different. It's charm and disarm. It works. That's why that works. Kelly says the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, Timberlake's wife, I forget her name. I hate saying that because it's like, yeah, you're sexist. She has her own name. But she's sexy as hell, that lady. She was in that, right? Like, she was in that. That was pretty good. I would agree. Dwayne here's given us a good example. He goes, aren't the Batman movies the best remakes, reboots of all time? The Nolan trilogy? Like, that's the best remake or reboot, continuation, whatever, of all time, isn't it? The Dark Knight, well, I forget. I forget the names of them. Begins? That first one and the second one are great movies. The third one, Out of the Darkness, and Bane. Like, Bane was cool, but, like, the movie I didn't think was as good as the other two. Bane was great. I didn't feel like the movie itself was as good as the other two. But I can't take it that far. I can't take that many points away from it. Here's why I think you might be right. You might be right about this, and here's why. Nolan took those movies, comic book, kid stuff, and turned them into cinema. Like, it's kind of what, like, Scorsese and those guys don't like about the Avengers, right? Nolan did kind of take those Batman movies and turn them into, oh no, dude, like, this is award-winning stuff here, versus just shiny, flashy lights. You know, like, his Batman movies, watch this now. Nolan's Batman movies are rush. And the Avengers and the rest of that Marvel stuff is Kiss. The Stansberry Show.
You're still gonna put your foot in your mouth?
On Rock 106.9. Fridays at 9, you know, presented by Benders and Maslin, you can find one of the voices of high school football, Sam Bergwin, on the air with me. Again, presented by Benders and Maslin. Best place to pre, post, anything you're doing. Check out the West End, too. Benders Spirits and Pizzeria downtown. 7 days a week, I think they're out there. Pizza's excellent. The wings at the West End are pretty good. Don't sleep on any 3 of those locations there. Those of you that have listened to the program a lot, you have been told more than a few times that Sam Bergwin, angelic as he is, does have one major flaw. That flaw is he does not like Tom Petty. This has become
strong at this flaw. Like, I can't even tell you.
And it has become a working bit, if you will.
I saw you snuck it in there after Stevie there.
I did. Well, so here's the thing. We gave you a little duet there, Stevie, Tom Petty there. And it's become so such a part of the program that you do not like Tom Petty that now listeners send me in. Hey man, Friday, why don't we can I get this Tom Petty song?
Who are these people?
So Dale.
Who are you people?
Dale was who asked for Stop Dragging My Heart Around there.
Dale?
Little Stevie
Fine.
Nicks, Tom Petty. Dale, a good guy out there in Andover listening via iHeartRadio. We appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for that. Good to have Sammy in here presented by You got a game and a half tonight, my man. Dude, is it McKinley on the road and taking on Menor? Do we have a central site? Is that
Yep, we are all neutral sites the rest of the way out.
Triple M here, right? So it's McKinley and Menor going on in Medina.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, yeah, we've got basically we have two teams left.
Okay.
We have McKinley, another M. We have Massillon. I'm sorry.
We knew they were knocking around out there.
We actually have a third if you count.
We do.
Malvern. You count Malvern?
I think you'd have to.
Okay, so there's another M. We have 3 M's left.
What?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to stop it.
Yeah,
I could go.
let's not go to Alphabet Joe's. Let's not do it.
No. I could go a little bit further
I thought that's what you
north. No.
Okay.
And I could throw in Manchester.
You're really far away.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's 4 M's. You get 4 M's left.
I mean, I'd go there to grab something to eat. Yeah, that's close enough.
So yeah,
There you go.
All right, so go Panthers, go Hornets, go Bulldogs, go Tigers. I really love this time of year because during the season there's no rooting for a team because you're playing each other.
Yeah.
County versus county. There's none of that. Keep your
Boys showing, Sam. Boys showing. Right, yeah,
Yes.
you know that.
So, and I'm not a homer guy. I've grown up. I don't really like homer pests. I don't. I don't like just outright homer. You can pull for your squad a little bit.
Wanting them to win is different than
Yes.
refusing to accept reality.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I like that.
this is the time of year where you know what I can root a little bit for our guys.
Yeah.
Our teams. So yeah, I'm gonna be. You'll be able to tell when you turn on tonight. I'm pulling for McKinley.
Yeah, I am.
Then I'm pulling for Massillon. I'm pulling for Manchester. I'm pulling for Mount.
Yeah, I feel like that's all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like you're
So it's not going to be like, whoa, but you'll be able to tell. I'm excited about
We're
that.
starting to get into that football weather. That damp, a little chill, and it just kind of feels like Friday Night Lights. Here we come. I mean, it's kind of
weird.
It's just kind of perfect for it, and I think that's what you're going to get tonight. It's a little gray out there all morning already.
Yeah.
So you're getting a little rain tonight. Obviously, do we think that means more running of the ball versus airing it out? I mean, that's what you hear about at the pro level, I would have to imagine.
Yeah, I think for McKinley, yes. For Menor, no. Menor lines up 5 wide. They'll throw it 50.
They're a little bit of a buzzsaw from what I
They're good.
understand.
They're good.
Yeah,
They're always good.
I hear they're pretty. I mean, that's just it. You and I talked about this a little bit last week, if memory serves. Like, Menor was good when I was in high school.
They're good.
I mean, they've just been good.
Yeah, even through a coaching change. Their longtime coach stepped down after decades and decades. I think it was Steve Trevisano was the head coach forever, and just really, really good. And Menor's good every year. They're going to be 9-1, 10-0 every year. Or again this year. Folks, the talent is there. I said to myself this was after the Massillon game. I said to myself, after all McKinley's got a chance to go on a serious run, if they can put it together.
That's not even your.
Pound for pound, I think they match up with Menor. Wow. It's just the intangibles. And if they can get those in their favor tonight,
Get out of their own way.
I'm telling you now, this is going to be a close game.
7 o'clock right here on Rock 106.9. It's McKinley and Menor in Medina.
Yes.
Sam's on the call. We got more than enough stuff to be talking about. We got the Browns on the road. The Cavs are out to a 13-0 start. And there's a absolute bank heist masquerading as a boxing match tomorrow. Or no, tonight, that is.
Tonight.
And I want to get your opinion on that a little bit, too. So we'll do all that next here on Rock 106.9.
The Stansberry Show.
You have to recognize that one of his greatest strengths is his voice, which makes him sound sexy and smart and sexy and sexy. On 106.9.
Welcome back to the Stansberry Show here on Rock 106.9. Teresa's going to rock the bank with you. That at 10 a.m. Second $1,000 keyword of the day. Get passed out. Every Friday at 9, we talk to one of the voices of Kirkwood. You can find Sam call tonight. McKinley taking on Mentor in Medina. I'm going to screw that up at least once. I can't believe I haven't done it yet.
I have faith.
But I believe I'm going to screw that up at some point. But that game will be at 7 o'clock here on Rock 106.9. Sam's presented by the Benders of Mass. Also, the West End Taverns out there, Bender's Spirits and Pizzeria downtown as well, 7 days a week. All three great options there. Sam, feels like you're getting a closely contested McKinley and Menor game tonight, 7 o'clock on Rock 106.9. You think it's going to be a little close? Did you look up the weather? What are we?
Yeah, you know what? Not bad.
Oh, really?
Actually, the temperature now is going to be the low tonight.
Is that right?
It's not moving.
Oh, good.
We're good. So it's going to be like 50.
Oh, that's not bad.
15% chance, so forget about it. It's just going to be cloudy, overcast.
Football.
There's really not a lot of wind right now. So, yeah, this is
Fall football.
Where are we at? Middle of November? I'll take that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, right at the middle of
It's
November.
going to be a great night. So, yeah, if you can get on up to Medina tonight, would love to see. If not, we'll have it here on Rock 106.9.
Yeah, catch it here at 7. All right. So there's something else going on tonight. And I believe you will be home just in time maybe to catch the main event. You're going to miss all like the undercard stuff.
Yeah, which is fine.
But yeah, which is fine. I read the undercard stuff. Now, I don't pay attention to boxing as much as I used to as a kid. And all that stuff. I didn't know not a single name. I didn't know a name, right? But I do know Mike Tyson, and I do know Jake Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tonight. They'll get started, I think it's 7 o'clock Eastern on Netflix. But it'll be an hour's worth of red carpet stuff and then undercard. And these guys are going to fight somewhere around 3 a.m. for crying out loud. And so
probably call the fight before it starts.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want to do this.
So yeah, I think you may be able to be home and catch some of this. I guess I got about 100 questions about it. First, where's your interest level overall, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul? Where, do you want to see it? Are you thinking like, all right, I'm leaving Medina tonight after this game? Is it on your mind? Let me get home, turn it on. Is that where you're at? Or like,
It's a train wreck.
Yeah.
And I got to stop.
And you got to look at
it.
I
got to gawk. And I got to look both ways. Fair. And then I got to turn the car off, roll my windows down, and just sit there and watch it.
And just watch it.
Yes.
So you are going to.
I'll be watching.
Very.
As soon as I think I will be out of Medina. I'm hopefully by 10 at the latest. Medina's about what? Hour? 50 minutes?
I'm going to guess with some traffic to bed on 50 minutes is probably good.
So I'll go hour just to make it easy, and I'm hoping to get home in time to catch it. I don't think it will start before 11. I really don't.
I bet the main event will not.
Yeah.
I've been thinking.
I'll be watching.
I've been thinking about you, outside of everybody else, about this fight more than anybody else. It's been you.
I wonder why.
And here is
because Jake Paul's minus 250. That has something to do with it.
Well, all right. So the gambling does have something to do with it, but not who's the favorite and this and that. But out of everybody I know, who I communicate with about sports and gambling and text messages and back and forth and this and that, you, more than most people, are under the belief when you're ripping up a betting ticket, when you're ripping up betting tickets, that Vegas has screwed you.
I know this.
Okay, so like
I never lose a bet. It's Vegas.
This is what I love about this. Okay, so like, it's a spectacle. You think the NFL has got some like, this isn't on the up and up.
Yes.
And we kind of know. Do you think there's... Okay, so I set the baseline for people so they know you're a little nutty. And so, like, do you think there's any chance this is a legitimate fight?
No way in hell. Okay. No way in Hades. No way in the underground. No way. Are you kidding me? No.
All right, so where in your mind is the better setup then? What's the better thing? Is it better if Jake Paul... Like, how do you think they have it set? Jake Paul wins or Mike Tyson?
Here's what I think is going to happen.
Okay, yeah, give me that.
And I know they've made a couple rules changes.
Yeah.
I think the boxing gloves are 14 ounces instead of 10.
There was a change.
8 rounds instead of 12. And what's the other? There's one more big one. I can't remember what it is right now. I think like it's not already scripted. I think the best thing that can happen, not best thing, I think the thing that will happen, I believe Tyson is going to...
He has to win, right? He has to win.
And then you will see a rematch.
Oh, I didn't even think about rematch. This is a good point.
Yes, I believe you'll see this thing go... Let's see, 8 rounds supposed to... I think they'll probably dance around.
Oh, it's got to be 7.
It's probably going to be, I think, in around the 5th round.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, that's the other one. They're 2-minute rounds instead of 3.
Yeah, that's what I saw. It was 2 minutes, yeah.
So I think around the 5th round, they'll quit doing the do-si-do.
Start fighting?
And maybe start throwing some punches a little bit, get the crowd going, get everybody worked up into a lather. And then I think Tyson will probably get lucky, eventually, and land that one shot
That puts him down.
and it'll be nighty-night, and then it'll be hours and hours of, can you believe at the age of 58, Buck? And then 6 months later, there'll be a big press conference. We're going to do it again.
We're going to fight again.
Yeah.
All right. I you know what? This is how foolish I was. I never even had rematch anywhere in my estimation of what I think happens. Like, that's why, I mean, just
That's why you bring me in.
I just
you know?
completely, that is why,
That's
right there.
For that kind of
I just skipped it. For me, it's Tyson has to win, right? Because he has more to lose, right? If Jake Paul loses to Mike Tyson, bro, he lost to Mike Tyson. Even a 60-year-old Tyson is like, dude, that's still Tyson, right? There's no loss there. Mike Tyson loses, now all of a sudden, this thing, this legacy, this dominant, this Kobe, MJ killer, it's now different.
really fades.
Mike has way more to lose with the loss, and I think everybody in the situation knows that, which is why there's no chance he loses, right?
Then I'm a little surprised where Vegas puts the odds.
Yeah. I mean, Dave Portnoy
250
said...
is a really in boxing and fight, that's a really heavy fight.
Hold on, I want to pull up this Dave Portnoy tweet, because he brought up this point where I was like, oh, geez, like he's kind of... I want to see if I can find it quick on the fly here. You know, he posts so much, you got to scroll down a touch, because all right, here's what Dave Portnoy said last night about this. He said, quote, I'm going to need somebody to tell me why I shouldn't bet my net worth on Jake Paul. He's currently, this was 16 hours ago, sorry. He is currently at minus 200. He should be minus 10,000.
Oh, he's 300.
Mike sucked at the end of his actual career, never mind at 60. Right. But is Jake Paul the fighters, although was Mike fighting anybody at the end of his career? Like,
No, but still, Jake Paul's not a boxer. I don't think. Not like Tyson was a boxer. And I know he was fighting some tomato cans at the end of the year.
Well, in boxing in general, right? I mean, it's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you just turn on the tape and watch him,
This is what I said the other day.
Tyson's the boxer.
Is that right? And even though he's the boxer, he's got all like the street cred in that I believe the boxing match is why he's at any disadvantage at all tonight. Because that was his career, but he's retired from that.
Right.
This is my point, is that these guys both do podcasts, right?
Yes.
So let's say Jake Paul goes into the Mike Tyson podcast room, gets lippy, says something he shouldn't. They fight like that, there's zero chance Jake Paul wins.
Right.
Zero.
Right.
Mike is just old school, tough. I'm going to beat your ass and make sure you never open your mouth again. There's something about, even though it's Mike's career, boxing has been, there's something that makes me think that's the only thing protecting Jake Paul at all tonight. Is the ring, is the ref, is the rules, is the gloves. That's the only thing that's helping him. In a podcast room, they fight. It's, oh no, Jake Paul's no longer alive.
Right, yeah. Here's the other thing. I mean,
lay it on me.
Mike Tyson, I'm just going to go out on a crazy limb here.
Not crazy.
Financially troubled.
We know.
I'm not gonna say the guy's broke, but I bet it's close. He needed this. He's been doing a lot of appearances, a lot of
selling the marijuana.
Yeah. He needs this.
Okay.
And that's another reason I truly believe he wins this one, and then they come back and do it again.
Well,
he's got to get square within the bank.
Your rematch makes sense. I don't think there's a whole lot of Mike Tyson lost, here comes the rematch, because then everybody kind of knows. All right, so he comes back and wins. Return of the Jedi now.
Right.
Like, everybody kind of knows.
Where is this fight tonight?
Oh, God, you know what, dude, I'm sorry. Vegas? You know what, I know everything else about I know everything else about the fight, except for that.
Because I'm trying to line up a location for the second one.
Well, that's an interesting point. You know what? Honestly, let me say, you can watch it live. I made sure to tell everybody where they could watch it, because that's how they're going to be doing it. I never even thought about where it would be.
Don't worry about it. I don't know if it's in Vegas.
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson came face-to-face in their New York press conference at the Apollo Theater on May 13th. Paul and Tyson will square off in an officially sanctioned heavyweight fight July 20th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Oh, for God's
That's right, it's Jerry World.
So it'll be 80,000 people.
I forgot about that. That was because I remember they made that announcement. Remember, this fight got moved. This was already supposed to be a thing.
Yes.
And I remember the Arlington thing part of that. So yeah, I mean, geez,
You can't go to a bigger venue.
No,
So maybe there won't be one.
the spectacle of this is absolutely.
But if there is one, then you got to go back.
Vegas, it's their sport.
You do it in T-Mobile, 19,000, and you blow out all.
I kind of agree. Vegas, fighting is their sport.
Right.
UFC and boxing, it's the thing. It's my family's lived there forever. When you're on the strip on fight night,
The entire strip is the red carpet.
you feel fight.
Yes.
Like it's alive for it. I agree. I would almost rather have it there. We'll get more with Sammy again on the call tonight. He's got McKinley and Mentor facing off in Medina, of all places. We'll take a look at that. Brown's on the road too. Catch more of Sammy, presented by the Benders of Maslin, with me next right here on Rock 106.9.
The Stansberry Show.
Weird, lame, gross, dumb, freak, loser, perv, toothy.
On Rock 106.9.
Welcome back to the program.